Hi there, this is Diane Canals. I wanted to speak to you tonight about the recent warmongering of Putin in Russia against the Ukraine people. And, he's threatening the Ukrainian people with nuclear war at this point. And this is really a dire situation for Ukraine. They've done tremendous preservation actions and skills throughout the initial threats that Putin ordered against them. And, our President Biden is concerned about it. The entire UN group of individuals is concerned about it. I literally just got off of a video from the United Nations. And I'd like to read a couple of excerpts from there. I'll start here. The United Nations urges all nations to live with love as the first primary mandate for all humanity. Sovereignty, while authoritarian governments try to tear us down, we say goodbye to Her late Majesty, Queen Elizabeth. She did warn us to show our world ideals, just as King Charles III followers throughout their consistency of strength of freedoms and democracy that our United Nations has also promoted, and the United States, I might add. While we want strong democracies, we need to keep on doing what we have started to have a national health care, Prime Minister of Britain said. Their British economy, they're trying to build it up, they're reforming it. Their economic programs through NATO and developing more free and fair trade. And there's a trans-Pacific number of countries that are getting together and doing more. And the Prime Minister of London, I believe it is, has said that we can deliver strength with rapid delivery to push back against aggressive regimes. There is let me finish reading that. I've got another short paragraph for barbarous actions by Putin he has made will not work long term. We have amassed the security of the whole world as a leading security force. We will not rest until Ukraine knows peace. Our future shows us we have the resolve and committee. We will do whatever it takes together with our new world order to keep peace. Amen to that, right? Putin, I don't know what his main problem is, except he wants to rule the world. But the way he's doing it, I don't think is going to give him much success, because the rest of the world is against him on that, except maybe China. I don't know about China. I haven't quite figured out what China is going to do or not do lately. But that's another bailiwick that we have to deal with. I talk a lot about family and what it means to bring your children up right and to have them respect you, and you respect them and their phases that we all go through. And there are two books that I would like to refer you to this evening that will help in that. And one of them is about leadership. I'm going to show you the cover of the book. Brene Brown, Dare to Lead. Now, I hope you can read that on your screens. She is a well-known author. She's written many books. And her bottom content on the cover says, daring greatly and rising strong at work. Boy, do we need that right now, right? Daring greatly and rising strong at work. This book happened to be a #1 New York Best Time seller. And the second one is Meditation and Mindfulness by Andy Puddicombe. Now I'm going to hold this up for you. I hope you can see that. And this is kind of a headspace guide to meditation and mindfulness. I'm sorry. We need to be mindful, especially in the world right now, of what we say to people and how we say it. You have to be honest. You should be truthful. And you should be earnest in both of those actions. And you should try to treat people equally and with respect, because if we don't treat people equal and if we don't respect other people's qualities and their experiences, because everybody's experience is different, everybody's mindfulness is a little different because we come from such vast different backgrounds. So I want you to think about that when you're dealing with someone that you really don't know, or you've got a new job and you don't know anybody in the workplace. When you're new, that's what happens. You don't know too many people. Mindfulness can change your life in a matter of weeks, literally. But you have to pay attention to what the other person is saying to you and how they're saying it. It's just like, when your mother or your father yelled at you when you were younger, you had to pay attention to whether they were yelling really loud or talking really softly to get your attention and get you to focus on what they were saying. And this is going to abide you throughout your lifetime, because you don't know what the other person has gone through. You know what your mother and father's gone through. Most of the time, not all the time, because, they're protecting you from things that happen that they don't necessarily want you to know about, and to show you how to do the right things. But remember that when you meet somebody new, they are new. They're just like a brand new baby to you because you know nothing about them. Do not prejudge anyone, because when you prejudge somebody, that shows that you have a shortness of smarts, so to speak. So you want to ask leading questions when you meet somebody new. Hi, how are you? Where are you from? Tell me something that you really liked about where you're from. What kind of work do you do? Oh, I've never heard of that before. What do you actually do for that job, that type of job? Ask leading questions so that you give the other person the opportunity to tell you a little bit about who you are, or who they are, excuse me. Do they have one sister, one brother, 6 brothers, 2 sisters? Family dynamics makes us who we are. It really does. Because when you have siblings, when you have a brother or sister, you learn how to share things. You learn how to talk to them, how to speak with them, how if they've got their feelings hurt, maybe you can help them feel a little better about what happened somehow. So that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you tonight. I didn't want it to be too long because of the gravity of what's going on in Russia and Ukraine and around the world at this point. The UN is meeting. They met yesterday and they met today, and you can check out those meetings online if you like. And they are going to meet tomorrow morning starting at 9 a.m. So if you want to catch up on that, please do. So I'm going to keep this short tonight. I wish you well. I hope you sleep well and that you're feeling okay. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Bye-bye.